So far we have studied up to the words, new words, conservatism. The word conservatism is a political philosophy. The word conservatism is a political philosophy. It gives importance to tradition, and in the last class I have explained what is mean by tradition. And respecting elders is a tradition. Being in queue when you enter into the bus is a tradition. And established institution, I have given an example of our established institution. Established institution means family is an established institutions, customs, traditions, etc. And the word conservatism itself means that it means that there will be a gradual development, preferred gradual development. There will be a gradual development, and then later it moves to quick change. Or the emergence of conservatism after 1815. Why the word 1815 is kept here? Why the year 1815 is kept here? In 1815, there is one important war in the world history. We call it as the Battle of Waterloo, which led to the movement of Napoleon Bonaparte from the throne. And with the fall of the Napoleon, due to the Battle of Waterloo, with the fall of the Napoleon, with the Battle of Waterloo, with the fall of the Napoleon by the Battle of Waterloo, the European governments they were interested with the spirit of conservatism, or the governments which was existing in Europe, they began to think that better to move into conservative type of government, or the older style of government before the arrival of Napoleon. And conservatives believed established traditional institutions of state and society. We will give further explanation regarding what is the meaning of conservatives relating to the society. In society, you know only French Revolution. That's why I am giving you example from the French Revolution. There is first estate, second estate, third estate. First estate, second estate, third estate. That is, the conservatives believe that let's move into a system which was existing in France before the French Revolution. That is, this established traditions, monarchy or the rule of the king, the church or the religious people, they are getting dominance. Social hierarchies, aristocracy is getting a dominancy in the system. Aristocracy is getting a dominance in the system. Property and family should be preserved. So these are principles which are existing before the arrival of the French Revolution should be kept. That is the meaning, or that is a viewpoint of conservatives. That is a viewpoint of conservatives. But there is some changes which is given initiative by the Napoleon. You studied about Napoleon Bonaparte's Battle of Waterloo. Napoleon Bonaparte's Napoleon Civil Code of 1804. That is the changes which is made by the Napoleon in this system. That is the changes made by the Napoleon in this system. Changes initiated by Napoleon, modernization in fact strengthened the traditional institutions. Some changes which was created by the Napoleon in the system was interested by the conservatives. What does I think means? They will strengthen the traditional institutions like monarchy. Monarchical style of government should be followed. But some changes which was created by the Napoleon is good. Napoleon created a good army. Think a little wise, or think you that an army, well maintained, disciplined army is with a king. The king will be strong, right or wrong? I know the answer is right. Right or wrong? I know the answer is exactly right. I know the answer is exactly right. So They realized from the changes initiated by Napoleon, the modernization, in fact, will strengthen the institutions like monarchy. Monarchy is an institution. Government is an institution. Political executive is an institution. Role of the governor is an institution. Office of the Prime Minister, Chief Minister is all institutions. Then Napoleon's modernization was interested by, in one way or another way, by these conservatives. It make states power more effective and strong. If Napoleon is giving focus on the Napoleon, since he is an army general, is giving focus on the army. When there is a good army, the state will become more strong. When there is a good army, the state will become more strong. If there is an efficient bureaucracy, the state will become more strong. If there is an efficient bureaucracy, the state will become more strong. Bureaucracies or the officials which govern run the state administrative system, we call it as bureaucracy. And a dynamic economy. Napoleon abolished customs duties when a merchant moves from one province towards other province. So, dynamic economy, abolition of feudalism, serfdom, and these all things will strengthen the monarchies in Europe. So, conservatives began to think that we are going into traditional practices. But we'll follow some policies which was initiated by Napoleon in Europe. What is the policy? It is the code of conduct which is created by Napoleon in 1804, Napoleonic Code of Conduct. In 1815, what happened? The representatives of European powers, Britain, Russia, Prussia, Austria, these countries, they collectively defeated Napoleon during the Battle of Waterloo in 1814. They met at a place called Vienna. Vienna. Vienna is a place in France for the settlement in Europe, in order to demark the areas. These people or the major representatives they met at Vienna in 1815. And who is the hosting person of this Congress? You must remember that word or name. Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich is the hosting person of this meeting. They draw a treaty called as Treaty of Vienna. They draw a treaty called as Treaty of Vienna. Whatever the thing which is done by Napoleon during his war will be cancelled. Whatever the things which is done by the Napoleon will be cancelled. And during the Napoleon's period, the dynasty which was gone out from the France was Bourbon dynasty, which was deposed or thrown out from the France was Bourbon dynasty. It will be restored to power. It will be allowed to be in power. And France, during the time of Napoleon period, attacked the neighboring countries and annexed some of the region. These regions which was annexed by France during the Napoleonic period will be given back. That is what I am saying. Will be given back. And France will not be allowed to expand their boundaries further. France will not be allowed to expand their boundaries further. And in order to make the France to do like this, in order to make the France to do like this, a series of states, a series of states which was kept at the boundaries of the France. So if a series of states which are kept at the boundaries of France, which belongs to powerful countries, can France expand? I think the answer is cannot expand. Cannot expand. Netherlands, which was included in Belgium, was set up in north. Geneva was added to Piedmont of the south. Prussia was given new territories which was annexed by Napoleon. Austria was given control of northern Italy. But the German Confederation of 39 states has been set up by Napoleon was left untouched. So if you look at these lines, it will be a little bit complicated. So I'll explain it. A series of states were kept at the boundaries of the France. Very simple. I have already said, if this is France, there will be a series of small states which is kept at the boundaries of the France. France is not able to expand. France is not able to expand further. The Kingdom of Netherlands included, which include Belgium, was set up in the north. In Belgium, which has some part of the Netherlands, which was given back. And north of Geneva, that is a small kingdom, was added to Piedmont of the south. That is also a small kingdom which is in the hands of the duchy. And a series of other states were kept. But the German Confederation of the 39 states which was set up by Napoleon was left untouched. 39 small states were created by Napoleon. 39 small states which was created by Napoleon was not touched. In the east, Russia was given a part of Poland. Russia was given a part of Poland, while Prussia was given a portion of Saxony. Saxony is a small state. Saxony is a small state. And the main intention was to restore the monarchies that has been overthrown by Napoleon, and a new conservative order should be created in Europe. The main idea which was in the hands of these, the main idea which was in the hands of these people was to restore monarchical style of government which was overthrown by Napoleon. The main idea was to restore the people of France, people of conservative regime was to keep the old social order in Europe. So this is what has simplified manner. If you see what happened after the fall of Napoleon, what happened after the fall of Napoleon. Here you will find some different words. Saxony, Poland, you know it's secondary. Poland, you know it is a secondary. Conservative rulers which was created during this period. Which period? No students are in front of me, so I will not get a response. During this period or the period of 1815, conservative rulers which is created during this period or during 1815 was autocratic or was interested to work according to their own interest. They will do whatever they wish. If there is a ruler will do according to his own wish. That we simply call in common sense as autocratic. If you are a ruler, imagine that if you are a ruler, you are a king who is ruling a small kingdom. Will you like criticism? I think you got the answer as a no. So they will not tolerate with criticism. They will not tolerate with the dissent. They will curb all the activities which question them. So if somebody else questions the king, is it possible to question the king? No, it's not possible to question the king. They will not look into the legitimacy of the autocratic government. So criticism, intolerance, everything will be covered by the conservative rulers which was created in 1815. Conservative rulers which was kept in 1815. Not only that, if you want to publish something else in newspapers, now it is possible for you to do so. Now it is possible for you to do so, but at that time it was not possible. At that time it was not possible. That is what we are saying. So censorship was there relating. Censorship was there relating towards newspapers. It is not practically possible to publish. It is not practically possible to publish things in the newspaper when a conservative ruler is there. So censorship was there. Books, plays, songs, all things will be controlled by the ruler. You know, a pen can change the world, can change the system. Writings can change the system. And most of the imposed censorship laws which to control what is said in newspapers, books, plays, songs, and reflected the ideas of liberty and freedom associated with French Revolution. So most of the books which included the concepts which was created by French Revolution. You know what is French Revolution? You know what is the three pillars which was created by French Revolution: liberty, equality, and fraternity. This was stopped by these conservative rulers. This was stopped by these conservative rulers. And we are not able to write something else related to freedom in a book or a newspaper. The conservative rulers will abolish or cancel it. We call it as what laws? No response. Censorship laws. We call it as censorship laws. We call it as censorship laws. You are not able to publish things in the newspaper, books, plays. Play. What is a play? Drama. According to your own wish. Most of the books which is written on by focusing it on liberty. It is not practically possible. It is not practically possible because ruler will not allow you to publish things according to your own interest, which will destroy the legitimacy of the autocratic ruler. It is not possible. It is not possible. That is what I am saying with these words. So liberty, freedom, equality, which is popular at that time in books, is not able to publish. Is not able to publish. Revolution unless continue to inspire liberals. We will first of all look in the word called as liberals. Are you a liberal? Do you like freedom? More freedom? Unrestricted freedom? Do you like to go to somewhere else? Do you like to go for a journey now? Do you like to sleep now? Do you like to go out from the clutches of parent society system? Then you can be called you as a liberal. If you are a liberal at that time, you will be interested in revolutions. Some of you will shout at home to get something else. We call it as a revolution. We call it as revolution. Some of you shout at home to get something else. We call it as a bad habit, but it's called as a revolution. You call it as a revolution. One of the issues taken by one of the issues or one of the ideas which is taken by one of the issues taken by liberal nationalists. We will cut these words into two. First is liberal. those people who like more freedom. Simple. You like more freedom, you are a liberal. Second group of people is a nationalist. If you are a person who wish to form who love your country more, we call it as a nationalist. We call him or it simply as a nationalist. Who criticize the new conservative orders, they criticize this system. And they criticize the new conservative orders, and they criticize one more idea, that is, they want more freedom. They want more freedom in terms of press. They want more freedom in terms of press. So, we studied that. After the fall of Napoleon, we'll go a summary of this paragraph. After the fall of Napoleon, what type of government came in all over Europe? Autocratic governments. Autocratic government or conservative government came all over Europe, and the people of conservative governments, they was interested to go for the tradition, monarchical style of government, the church, family, etc. We studied that conservatives, they doesn't tolerate criticism. Criticism was not interested by them. And the governments which came at that time after the fall of Napoleon means which war? Battle of Waterloo. After the fall of Napoleon means Battle of Waterloo. Battle of Waterloo. Was autocratic government, they are not interested in criticism, so they control the press or the media. So liberal nationalists, they were interested to get more freedom in terms of media also. Next is revolutionaries. Years following 1815. 1815, what is the major event? Is the fall of Napoleon Bonaparte. Krishna C. Nair is requested to not to create, send request for annotation. Krishna C. Nair of 10C is not, or is requested to not to annotate the boards. So during the following in 1815, or what happened in 1815 is, what happened in 1815 is the fall of Napoleon Bonaparte. And during the following years, after 1815, autocratic monarchical style of governments came all over Europe. Autocratic or monarchical style of government came all over Europe. Repression drove many liberal nationalists underground. Due to the harsh conditions which is created by this autocratic monarchical style of government, those people who wish to have more liberal ideas, they can kept underground. They went underground. Underground means not under the ground. They went it secretly, or they disappeared from the society secretly. Secret societies sprang up in many European states. Many secret societies began to arise in many European states. Many secret societies began to be created in European states. And secret societies, they are interested to spread their ideas. What is ideas? Liberty, equality, fraternity. These ideas should be spreaded. In order to spread these ideas, many secret societies, we call it as Naxal in our context, secret society. We call it as anti-national in our sense. Anyway, this is called a secret society. It will not have activities in the public. So secret societies were kept up in many parts of Europe. They began to spread their ideas. And to be revolutionary to at this time, time is 18, time is 18:15, time is 18:15, to be revolutionary at this time. A commitment to oppose monarchical form that has been established after Vienna Congress. So if you are a revolutionary, if you are a revolutionary, if you are a revolutionary, it is your time, or this is a time to oppose monarchical style of government which was created after the Vienna Congress or after the fall of Napoleon Bonaparte, and to fight against for liberty, freedom, etc. And most of the revolutionaries at that time saw that creation of a nation state is necessary. Creation of a nation state is necessary to struggle for freedom. In order to get more freedom, we must create a nation state. So today we are winding up. I hope you understood the things. If you have any doubts, you can contact me through WhatsApp. And if you have any further clarification or anything else, any problem relating to this chapter, you can contact me. Anyway, thank you. Have a nice day. Sorry.